Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is slightly in the green today. We go to Jack the Rippler's tweet, CEO of Ripple. Brad, enjoy your weekend.
Blockchain technology is rapidly moving into the mainstream, and our next guest wants one of the leading players. Let's bring in Ripple CEO Brad Garlington.
So that was just a fun tweet I looked at since the weekend this year. If you go to J9000's tweet, this plan remains the same. Look at this, guys. But now, guys, before we jump into news, I like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just entertainment value only. XRP Yo-Yo has tweeted out, CEO R3 weaknesses in paper economy money exposed. Solution: central banks working with private companies. The Cryptic Poet has tweeted out,
the last component is regulation, and you can't work with in payments without talking about the regulatory aspect. We've been working with central banks from around the world, SAMA in the Middle East, Bank of England, two examples that we've done pilots with to show the benefits of using blockchain technology to more efficiently move money. It's a big education project. This is something that we started 5 years ago, the conversations, the education. I think now other blockchain companies are starting to realize that you can't really innovate without taking the government and regulation in stride. We've been doing this for about 5 years. We have 40 different relations across the world to make sure that we're adhering to local regulations and standards as well.
this is something we started 5 years ago, and so many years has already passed. Next one comes from Boy XRP.
At the same time, you have a lot of financial interest coming to this where people want to invest in it. Institutionally, I feel like the institutions are just waiting with their faces in the window, trying to get into this thing and waiting for some of these important issues around custody. I think.
Really wish I could tell you because it's so freaking cool. I'm busting with wanting to tell people what we did.
So, here's one about Canada, actually. So one of our
What we did, our
assets they are just
that fintechs are
their faces in the window trying to get into this thing and waiting for some of these important issues around custody. I think there are important accounting issues as well in terms of banks and the way that they count the assets that they hold in their books. Capital requirements are so important to banks, some more than others. If this doesn't get counted as capital because their accountants because GAAP accounting doesn't yet allow for that, that's also, I think, a hindrance to this industry. But I think that those things do get solved sooner rather than later.
XRP Hodl tweeted out,
an international currency of standing and level that we aspire to unless and until we have a deep European capital market. And we must build that, and I keep repeating it to European leaders. They can't leave that behind if they really mean European autonomy, as it's called. Number two, cooperation with the rest of the world. And, the European Central Bank, yesterday, I'm very proud of it, the Governing Council decided to put in place a new instrument that will allow us to provide euros to countries that can take advantage of that repo instrument that is available. So we can actually facilitate the hardship suffered by countries that have difficulties accessing euros. So cooperation amongst ourselves, cooperation with others, and I believe it will also require significant investment in digital. We will see digital payments, my hope, and we are working hard on that. Oli Rehn is a strong supporter of these initiatives, and all Governing Council are determined in that direction. We are working on digital payments, expanded, safer. The recent developments of the innovative private sector payment systems shows us that public sector investment and the trust embedded in central banks need to be deployed for that precisely. And, whether it is cross-border payment, whether it is remittances, whether it is access to the population that is still unbanked, all that needs to be supported in this digital payment world towards which we are marching. It's not just about China, it's not just about Libra, it's also about us. And I think that intelligent cooperation plus a good digital instrument and appropriate regulation to back it up will help us develop that euro strong currency that will be a currency of reference. These things happen gradually over time, and then it happens very fast. Let's hope that we will see that one of these days.
Thank you.
Gradually, then very fast. Digital payments world towards we are marching. Mr. Freshtime has tweeted out.
And then also the goal long term of Codius.
So Ripple, we're trying to build a distributed exchange. And in order to do that...
of Codius.
So Ripple, we're trying to build a distributed exchange. And in order to do that...
of Codius.
So Ripple, we're trying to build a distributed exchange. And in order to do that, you have to have a lot of business rules encoded on top of the actual protocol layer. So we ourselves have a big need for smart contracts. And if we look at all solutions out there, and there wasn't the thing that we needed, like something like Ethereum doesn't solve our particular use case because we need to.
The plan has always been the same. All we have seen is the first interaction of ODL. RippleNet is the exchange that all crypto exchanges will connect to. Ripple is in the process of building a distributed trading platform. For ODL on RippleNet using Codius, infrastructure is needed first. That is very interesting. But now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Fifi has tweeted out this right here, and then this picture right there. If we go down the replies, we can see done. Now, a lot of people are replying gold is a standard, but silver linings are pretty great too. The snake's head has been cut off. Physicist has tweeted out, I was just shown actual documentations regarding XRP that a friend of mine retrieved from a hacking job. There's nobody better on computers than he is. Each XRP is going to be $10,000 USD soon. He won't allow me to post it, but this is mind-blowing. So what do you guys think about his friend? Gordon Gecko has tweeted out, within 2 weeks or I delete my account. 2 weeks, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. Or he deletes his account, it looks like. Ensign has tweeted out, meanwhile, we could see all of that. Who's hodling XRP? I don't think we are ready for what's coming. Look at that. That's the price right there. And then look how many connections it has. There's Polysign again. Look at this. We are very close. We are very close. Boom has tweeted out, XRP has woken up from the dead. You can see here from Uphold, you can put $1 in a cryptocurrency. Which will you choose? And then Reborn replied, the chosen one. Hack Attack has tweeted out, many people don't know this yet. Everyone in the world is going to use RippleNet, equipped it with on-demand liquidity, ODL service. Ripple's own digital asset, XRP, acts as a connector between two currencies, sending and receiving the payment at the fastest rate. And there goes the owls. Chris is tweeted out, let's ride out June together and put the media platforms down. Look to July for those new skies. From bad comes good, patience. Again, guys, be patient. Once again, from Mac Attack, calm before the storm. Keep your XRP safe by yourself. Again, guys, it's the calm before the storm. The final tweet for today's video comes from Baba Cooks. The era of digitization is here. There are the CBDCs. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And hey, guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do. And he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appear in reality.